All right, here we go. We're gonna enter into Tryon Park in Rochester, New York. I'm riding my Kona. It's a 2019 Honzo DL 29er, 120 millimeter of travel in the front, hardtail. I typically don't ride for speed, but it's nice and cool this morning. Go hard mode. Always go over the rocks. And we're back to where we started that little loop. All right, that was the first loop I like to do on the southern side here. And then this is the second loop I kind of do. think I'm about 1 or 2 psi low on the back. Feel it rolling just slightly. Ever so slightly. All right, a little bit of pedal. Back to that starting spot. All right. All right. All right, let's go ahead and head over to the north side of the park. We'll do some stuff over there. So I'm just at a mile for the 2 upper loops here. Southern loops, I should say. It's 2 logs here, so you gotta unload right as you hit the bottom. See if front goes over smoothly. And then this kind of got to coast down. There's a jump at the end. There's a log you see. I'm jumping that, but in order to clear it, you have to get enough speed. There's a tight kind of left turn there, and sometimes when there's leaves, it's a little tricky. So I'll put my seat down, get a little speed, turn here, and then clear it. That's fun. And this is just going to be downhill and roots. Lots of roots here. I like that, it's fun, real fun. I feel like the suspension does its job. You know, I'm bending in the knees, using my arms, using my body to absorb. We roll right over that stuff. All right. Okay, we are just south of the Tryon parking lot. Tryon parking lot's right up there. And we're gonna take this loop-de-loop, basically come up, go through the Tryon parking lot, and go down. Let's give it a roll. I've previewed some of the video and started off with wide angle, and I've tried normal, and I don't know, this seems to do the best. However, I do have an adapter to put the screen more so the wide angle is kind of up and down. I do regret not bringing that. I think next time I'll bring that so you can kind of see what I have coming ahead of me. You really don't get to see and anticipate it as much as I'd like you to. So I'm going to be coming down the hill to the right here. It's fun. It used to be more challenging. It used to be logs you had to roll over. You really had to have confidence in your ability to do it. A little easier now. But I've definitely brought people here who've walked down it and that's their choice. Be safe, you know, ride your bike, ride your style. And this is the fence we were looking at just a few minutes ago. And here's the Tryon parking lot. I'm gonna get some speed so I can get up the other side. It's amazing how much speed I lose going up this little hill here, up there. But I'll lose it all. There we are, pedaling already. All right, let's do a little jump. I swear I get at least a ½ inch of air. You be the judge. You need some speed. There we go. All right. ½ inch. What you hear is 590, so the expressway is right there, right on the other side there. All right, let's go down this hill. We'll be back here after this little loop here. All right, here we go, 2 miles in. A little white mark on that tree, but it's the path less ridden. So I'm on both brakes, equal amount. If I hit up anything, I'll let go with the front brake a little bit so it rolls over. Like I'm about to let go of the front brake here, but I'm gonna apply to slow myself down. I'm gonna line up for that crossing right there. I think I got it. All right. That's fun. That's fun. All right, here comes the most technical part of this park. It's a right turn through some rocks. I have about a 50% success rate. So let's see how we do. The more I ride it though in the season, the better I get. There's 2 ways to do it. You can go left, which I think is a little easier, and you can go right, which is the harder way, which is the route I'm typically taking. I thought I had it. All right. Let's see what we got. slow down, controlled, nice easy gear. I've been getting caught up in the front wheel. I go right here. Okay, so I got it lined up. Oh, I put my foot down, but that's it. That's it. Could have gone left, it's a little smoother through. I could challenge myself a little, have fun. We are on the north side of the park now, kind of in the bowl below. We're gonna ride the ridge up Cardiac Hill, is what I call it. This is not Cardiac Hill. And here is the bay. Over there is Empire. All right, here we go. Funny story about this Cardiac Hill, as I call it. My first bike, I just bought. I had no idea about mountain bikes. It was a hardtail, but I think it was a 26.5, and I think I paid $400 for it, and that was like 2004, 5. And I used to try to get up this hill. I'd always spin out. I never made it. Dozens and dozens of attempts to get up the hill. Never made it. One day I'm there on my bike, my old bike, and 3 guys come up it. They're all on 29ers. That's when they were kind of new. This is fun right here. I have confidence, go over it. And if you like, you can hit this jump. All right, half inch there. So they're all on 29ers. All 3 of them made it up the hill. I'm sitting there watching them. All 3 of them made up the hill that I've never made it up once. So, kind of sold. It wasn't too much longer. I went and bought this bike, 2019. Now that $400 mountain bike served me well. It was a giant Yukon. I had it for a long time. That's when I really didn't know anything about bikes. I still don't. I'm happy with my bike. It's a hardtail. It does everything that I like it to do. All the trails that I ride, this bike can do. So I'm real satisfied with it. As a matter of fact, it's got the Tryon NX on it. I know it's like the lower model, but out of my 3 bikes, this one shifts the best. So right now, and I tuned it myself, so it's old but still going. All right, we're gonna start Cardiac Hill. It has a couple false tops and then a good push, and this is where mountain biking is a hit workout. So easiest gear, let's go. Got some roots to overcome. This is the hard part here because you got to pedal back to get over it, which you're going to do. We're going to do this hill twice today. Whew. This is sort of like a false little top. And there's another one. Gotta catch your breath here. Pedal strike, but still going. All right. Another false top. Got a big push here. This is always where I used to spin out. All right. There's a turkey up there. All right, we're at 2.63 miles, 28 minutes. Let's go back up this hill. It's not bad. Through the parking lot again. And this time, we're gonna take the Western Trail, which Philly's on the west. It's the closest one to 590, all the way down to Empire Boulevard, basically. And then back. We'll come up that hill again, that Cardiac Hill. That's the thing about mountain biking, for the most part. Every time you go downhill, you gotta get back up. Let's go right there. All right, let's see if I can do better in this jump. I don't think I Napoleon dynamited it quite well last time. Let's give myself some gears. There we go. There we go. That was a little bit better. That might have been 2 inches. All right, now let's go. Let's take a break. Get ready. All right, here we go. It's just some roots, uphill or two. There is some flow, downhill flow, and I even get a little gutsy with a couple of jumps every once in a while. We'll see if I see them in time. And this is the north side of the parking lot. All right, let's go hard mode and hit these roots. That's kind of like a joke my friends and I do when we mountain bike. You can take the easy side or you can go hard mode. So we always yell out hard mode and we aim for the obstacles for the most part. We're gonna make a left here. A little fun downhill to an uphill. All right, when we come back, we'll be going down to the right here. I think I double pedal stroked over the last time I went over this. That's a little bit better. Double pedal hit, I mean. Rudy uphill here. Just taking my time. All right. And hard mode. I'd say hard mode is right here, but it's time for easy mode. We're gonna load. All right, hard mode. Let's jump. Gotta get up there. Take our time. This all ends with a long uphill. So it gets me thinking about quitting every time I hit it. I usually make it. When I say usually, I always make it. It's a little blind turn here, so that's why I don't hit anyone. All right, we get some speed through here. Jump. Let's go up it. All right. All right, here's the uphill. Oh. If you don't like hearing me breathe hard, you can just skip forward. Coming down this is fun though. And we're gonna get up there to the left. Whew. Hands. Like 24 bugs around me. Push. All right, it's right here. That was a bug. Got it out. Okay. I just drive down to the corner, turn around. Hands are sore. We're holding on for dear life. I come up here and just turn around. I made it. Oh. This little sidewalk, this is Empire right here, to the right. And then went into the left. There's only one section that we're going to hit on the way back to finish out this ride that's new to you guys. And that's going to be that when I came up that hill, I said I'd be coming back on the right. So that's the left I'll take as I turn around and go back. That's a pretty fun section because it's a section not well ridden or traveled. A little primitive. So I get to use some skills to traverse it. Some tight turns, rocks, roots, water. It's fun. All right, so here we are, 4 miles in and heading back to the, basically we're gonna head back to the south side of the park. We're at the very most north part. All right, let's hit this downhill. Fun. All right, here we go. We're 4 miles, 4.71 in. I got 3 hills to go. We're gonna head out. This next little section up here, when I get to the top of the hill, which is hill number 1, that's a section you haven't seen before. Then the rest of it you've seen. Hill number 2 is Cardiac Hill. This is a little technical climb. Roots, trees, rocks. Kind of fun. Guess we'll go through. We've been here before. Let's catch my breath right here. Oh. There's some big roots up here that I just flow over. They're kind of crazy. I've seen people stop there looking at them. I've never had any problems on them. I just go straight through them. Maybe hard to see because this is widescreen, but there are roots. And here they are up here. Up this rock. Straight through. And then hit the jump to the kick. All right, let's catch our breath for the Cardiac Hill. Nice little stroll through the woods here. All right, that was 5 miles on my watch, 54 minutes. Just kind of moving right along. If it's hotter out, I'll probably be done in about 15 minutes. When it's hotter out, I take my time, take more breaks and drink more water. But I came out during the morning for a reason. The cooler air here in July, late July. You can hear me exhaling. You gotta find the right seat position, get into the easiest gear. If you don't have enough momentum here, spin out. You gotta make this turn. And this is hill number 2. All right, gotta earn it here. Get some speed, momentum. All right, made it. Rest. I gotta burst up this. We're gonna make it. All right, one real hill. Left, right there. Here we are 5 miles in, 57 minutes. That's pretty good pace here. Probably end up with about 6.5 maybe, 6. We'll see. I did bike to the park, so before the video started, it's about a mile and a half. There's all road. I didn't count this as a hill, but it can be, especially the bump at the end you have to get over. I go left. Yeah, you got 2 bumps. Over and over and then tight. There we go. Alright, let's brake for the last hill here. Alright, here we go. Gotta get some speed. Get up this hill, then it's a sharp left, the bridge. Then a rooty uphill. All right. This is the last hill, for the most part. Hill number 3. All right, we're at 5.64 miles, and all right, this is gonna be the last cut. We'll get ourselves out of here, and this will be Tryon Park in Rochester, New York. This is part of the first loop we did when we came in. Yeah. Well, folks, thanks for coming along. That's my route in Tryon Park. I'm at just over 6 miles, 6.02 it says on my watch right now. 1 hour, 8 minutes. And that is my basic route in Tryon. Have fun. Just a 1.5 mile ride back to my house. Enjoy.